or we're doing a Watcher in the Water, which I've heard is one of the more favorite quests from when it came out. It seems really interesting. I played it a couple of times in preparation for this, and just like the door to Moria. I mean, this is what we're going at. We're gonna go try and get into Moria or kill the Watcher. We'll see which one comes up first, but it's very fun. But let's talk about the quest real quick, and then we'll talk about how we plan on tackling it. So the quest is a two-stage quest. It goes from 1A to A. 1A is a quest of 13, and then 2B is a quest of 5. But you cannot quest out until you have at least 3 victory points in your victory display. And there are only 2 cards, each with 3 victory points. You can either decide to kill the Watcher for 3 victory points, and he's a beefy guy, right? He's 4 threat, so if he's staying up there, 5 attacks, 7 defense with 9 health, so it's hard to do some damage. He heals 2 each round, and while there's another tentacle enemy in play, the Watcher cannot be engaged. Custom card coming up. Echoes of Isengard. Yes. I expect nothing less. Yes, that's gonna be great. So if the Watcher is in the staging area at the end of the combat phase, each player must deal 3 damage to one character he controls. It's not good, and this gets automatically put into play once we transition into stage 2. The other way to get those victory points is to go through the Doors of Durin. So we can't place progress tokens on here, but basically what we can do is discard cards from our hand, and then discard the top card of the encounter deck. If the first letter of the encounter deck title matches that of one of the discarded player cards, add this to the victory phase. So this is a really cool, I really like this mechanic. I actually I kind of built 2 decks to take on this quest, right? Because there's 2 victory conditions. I built a deck that ran Shadows of the Past, Hemimoth, Denethor, to kind of understand what the top card of that deck was going to be, so that we could just discard one card and then move it along, and then quest with Eowyn for everything. That wasn't that. I mean, that deck seemed to be okay. It wasn't the most fun deck I'd ever played. Melon. And it just kind of I don't know. I didn't have as much fun. So then I built a deck to kill the Watcher, and that's a lot more fun of a deck. And so that's what we're going to go with tonight. So we're going to try and kill this Watcher. And we're going to do that. We got 3 heroes. So we're running 3 heroes. We are running, and for thematic reasons, I'm not quite sure if it's purely optimal, but we are running 3 heroes that were there in the Fellowship of the Ring in this scene. So we are running Frodo Baggins. We are running Legolas, and we are running Aragorn. So Aragorn is the hero that we opened in the pack from last week. He's the hero from this pack. He has a starting threat of 12, and his ability is reduce your threat to your starting threat level limit once per game. So this can be really, really strong, really strong. This pairs pretty well with Frodo. So Frodo says after he is damaged, cancel the damage and instead raise your threat by the amount of damage he would have been dealt. So if it kind of allows you to set up, and that's kind of how I've been playing the deck, is not necessarily needing to defend a lot of these attacks and just letting Frodo take the damage as threat, assuming that there is 1 damage, because this is limit once per phase. And then once we get up to about 45, 46, it is kind of risky. Use Aragorn to drop it back down to 28, and then you're pretty set up and you're pretty well ready to go. Legolas is here. I wanted a tactics hero, and I wanted someone with slightly lower threat. He's got a 9, and then he helps quest a little bit, because the deck is pretty... It can be kind of hard to quest a little bit, but if we get the sword that was broken, I think that's the card. Then that makes it a lot easier. So where is that? But yeah, so we're running this. We're running kind of a pumped up Aragorn deck. We've got sword that was broken. We've got Song of Leadership. We've got a lot of options to spread out or to get Aragorn a leadership and actually, I don't even know if I put Celebrium in here. I think I did. I think Celebrium. So Aragorn can be a lore, leadership, and spirit resource. I typically, when I'm running, I definitely throw a steward on him just because he has the most flexibility. And then Frodo has, I typically will throw the Song of Leadership onto Frodo because there's actually not a lot of. Thanks, Starry. There's not a huge amount of spirit cards in this deck, and so I throw the leadership. In ideal circumstances, I throw Song of Leadership onto Frodo to play for Steward, and the Sword That Was Broken for Aragorn. So we'll see how it works out. I mean, this scenario can spiral downhill pretty quickly. I think that's, fair, pretty much all of the Lord of the Rings scenarios, but I'm hoping that this one works pretty well. And then let's talk about how we're going to kill the Watcher. So 7 defense, regenerate 2, 9 health. He's not, oh man, he hits hard. So he hits hard. If you leave him up there, then he's just going to deal 3 damage. And so kind of what we're doing here is kind of an ally swarm deck. So we have a pretty significant amount of allies. I would say probably 30% of our deck is allies so that they can tank the hits. A lot of the allies are pretty low cost allies. And then we have a couple of the cards, which I don't remember what they are. It's like exhaust X amount of characters you control that deal that amount of damage to something in the staging area. So that's one way we can deal with them. We can deal with them with Gandalf, sneak attacking Gandalf, and then we just kind of hope. We have the we have a copy or 2 of Descendant of Thornador, deal 2 damage to any one enemy in the staging area. Pretty much what we're doing is we're setting up, and I don't necessarily want to move on to 2B until we are ready to kill the Watcher. And then we still need to quest. So it's it can be kind of dependent on card draw, which is another spot where this deck kind of lacks, is card draw. So, I think having something like a Barravir in here would be really good, except Aragorn and Frodo is kind of what this deck is built around. And so we have Ancient Matins in here. We have, what is, whatever the Hail of Stones. Hail of Stones is the tactics card. I think that is correct. And we've got a couple other ways to draw cards in here. So I'll remember those as they come up, but we shall see. Let's see how it goes. We start out, we got 6 cards. Let's see what we got. We got a Gondorian Spearman. So this is a fairly cheap tactics ally that deals a damage whenever he's declared as a defender, which is pretty nice. We've got sneak attack. We've got a Gandalf. We got 2 sneak attacks, 2 Gandalfs, and a Song of Kings. I mean, the only thing that I could ask for differently in this hand is to swap this out for a Sword That Was Broken or a whatever you call it, Steward. But this is a nice hand right here. I mean, we can trigger Gandalf a lot. so we're gonna definitely do that. Alrighty. So let's read what we got to do. To the West Door. Elrond has asked you to scout the mines of Moria on your return to Lorien, hoping you discover its source of increased orc activity along the Misty Mountains. Remove the Watcher and Doors of Durin from the encounter deck and set them aside out of play, which they are. Proceed to 2B. Your approach is blocked by a dark lake that slumbers beneath the face of the cliff. You must search for a way around the water. When revealed, reveal cards from the encounter deck and add them to the staging area until there's at least X amount of threat, where X is equal to twice the number of players in the game. Now, I have been so burned on this because, there are a couple cards that just, raise your threat by 5, and it can be bad. So, let's see. We got 1. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So we got the tentacles, and so that's kind of what this encounter deck is set up with. It's a bunch of these tentacle cards that all do bad things. I just hate all of them. I never want to deal with them ever again. They're pretty much always going to engage me. So threat of 12, 2 attack, or 3 attack, 2 threat. So just nasty stuff. Let's go ahead and get some resources. And let's go. I hate the starting mechanism. I do too. I wish it read a little bit differently, because like I flipped up like 3 treachery cards and just, okay, I lose. I'm just like, okay, well, I think it should be like take a tentacle and put it into play. Like I don't know, there are 3 types of tentacles, I think, maybe 4. Just like shuffle those up, deal one of them out, or something like that, right? Like I don't know why they needed to write it in there, especially with like the Doom 5 cards in there. You're just like starting with like a 35 threat, 38 threat, and you're just like, okay, well, I guess we'll just trigger Aragorn right now and just, but okay. Okay, let's draw a card. Hail of Stones. Yes, Josh, you were correct. Good job. 10 points to Gryffindor. So Hail of Stones is in here. I could just go ahead and kill that, but I don't necessarily want to. Actually, no, I don't want to sneak attack right now. We're going to probably defend here with Frodo against the tentacle. He'll take a couple of damage. We'll raise our threat a little bit, but then we'll try. Actually, we're not going to defend with Frodo. I think what we'll probably do is we'll swing back with Frodo and Legolas or something, because this says that when it's attacked, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If it has a shadow effect or it's a tentacle enemy, attach this card to an attacking character, and then they basically have 0 attack and 0 defense for the rest of the game. And so I can't just use Legolas to attack. And the techno cracking soundtrack just is that heavy, or is it just you? I can lower it. And it just stopped. Like it's going on to the next song, so we'll see how it goes. But okay. So I want to, if I'm going to risk it, I would rather risk that on Frodo, and then, I mean, it's not the end of the world. Or I guess we could wait until we have the Gondorian Spearman to put him out there to attack. That may be what we do, is we'll put Gondorian Spearman out there to attack. Okay, so there are some treacheries in here, Technokraken. There are some treacheries in here that have me discard like 2 or 3 resources from my heroes, which are really frustrating when you pull, like, I pulled one of my practice games, I pulled those like back to back, and it's just like you just can't build. So there is, like, usually I would say let's hold on to Song of Kings or something like that, but because we can pull that, we're gonna go ahead and put it on the table. So let's go ahead and spend 1 off of Aragorn to put Song of Kings on Mr. Frodo. And that's good. Okay. So we've got 2 threat up here. We're going to quest with Strider just for 2. When I say Strider, I mean Aragorn. He's sitting in the tavern. I have no idea if there is a card called Strider later in the game, so if there is, then sorry. So we'll do that, and then we'll go ahead and do that. What I like about this is that it makes it so that you don't need to, you can be less careful. with your threat. You can play a little fast and loose with it, which is nice. Alrighty, so we're gonna go 2 to 2. We're gonna flip up a 3. So when revealed, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If the discarded card is a tentacle enemy, add its card to the staging area and raise each player's threat by 5. It's a tentacle enemy, so that's really not good. Jeez, okay. Well, okay. Okay, so shoot. Okay, so we raise our threat by 10. So we're up to 38. Oh, that's not the right counter. Okay, well that's not good. That's really, really not good. Okay. So this tentacle says that when striking tentacle attacks, discard the top card in the encounter deck. If that card has a shadow effect or a tentacle enemy, this attack is considered undefended. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. These guys are going to come in. We're going to travel here. We're going to go ahead and spend this resource to sneak attack Gandalf. And we are going to kill this striking tentacle, dealing 4 damage to it. Ooh, actually, hold on. This may be better if I lower my threat. If I attack here, or I attack here, and then I attack here. Yeah, that's gonna be better if I do that. So I'm gonna lower my threat by 5. Okay, so we're back down to 33. Okay, now we are going to go here and here. 3, we're gonna block. Oh my goodness, oh no. Yeah, we'll block 3 to 2. There is no shadow effect, so we're gonna just take 1 damage. And then he's gonna attack here for 4, so we'll raise our threat by 4. Okay. Oh wait, 4 plus 3. Jeez. Okay, so we're up to 40. So that's fun. That's definitely should have just killed it. But we'll know that for next time. And I did my math wrong. Oh no. Okay, well, we gotta risk it. We're gonna attack here for 3. It is not a tentacle, so we don't lose that. We get to place 2 progress tokens on the quest, and then we'll swing here for 4, killing this one. Gandalf comes back to our hand because we snuck attack him. Okay, so definitely should have probably just bombed him with Gandalf. Maybe, I don't know. Okay, so we'll ready up, give some resources, increase our threat to 41, and draw a card. Does Frodo have to defend the second attack to go to threat? I don't think so. It just says after Frodo is damaged, cancel the damage and said raise your threat. So I didn't cancel it in his limit once per round. I didn't cancel when I defended, but I did cancel when I didn't defend because it was an undefended attack. I assigned all the damage to Frodo, therefore raised my threat by the 7. So, and it's limit once per phase. So if it's like deal a damage to a questing character, you can negate that in the next phase. It's not once per round. which initially classic Frodo taking damage. Exactly, AD20. How you doing? Assigning the damage as undefended effect still triggers. Yes. So yeah, so that was fun, I guess. Alrighty, so we oh shoot, I drew a steward. Very nice. Can't pay for it quite yet, but okay. Alrighty. No, of course. I mean, like, yeah, I like explaining it. We're good. Okay, so let's go ahead and toss 2 of these to put a spearman into play. I'm gonna see if I can make these a little bit. Just give myself a little bit more room. Okay, so we got a spearman into play, which is once he's declared a defender, deal a damage. And we got 0. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go 2, 4. So we've got a defender and an attacker if we need it. Walking through kind of what my people are doing. Okay, so we've got 4. We're flipping up a win revealed. The first player attached. Oh no. Oh wait, yeah, no, we're fine. The first player attaches wrap to a hero he controls, counts as a tentacle attachment with the text limit 1 per hero. Test hero cannot exhaust or ready, and at the end of the round, discard a test hero from play. Sounds really bad. But as a combat action, you can exhaust a hero you control without a tentacle attachment to discard wrapped. So we'll go ahead and put that on Aragorn. We'll let Legolas save Aragorn here in a second. And we're going to go 4 got through, so 1, 3 onto the main. During my combat action, I'll discard wrapped with Legolas. Okay. We'll stand up. Get some money. Increase our threat. Song of Battle. Oh, well, this is kind of interesting now. I'm going to throw Steward onto Frodo. I'm going to put Steward onto Frodo and put Song of Battle onto Frodo. Then Frodo is everything. Everything in the deck. Not lore, but then like we have Aragorn, who's just racking up the lore stuff now. Cool. Okay. So we're going to spend 2 to put Steward onto Mr. Frodo. Yeah, so oh yes, okay. So we have to take a second to talk about the Discord real quick. So yeah, join the Discord. The link is in the bio or it's in the description below. But we so D20's wife just joined, and so she's going through. We're frantically deleting everything that he said that he would buy, and just kind of trying to cover our tracks there. And so that's been, one of those crazy moments right before the stream. But also, we had a new member join the Discord. He goes by Unicorn or Uni, and he created Cerebro, which is a bot that will pull any type of Marvel Champions card when you type it in. So if you type in like squiggly bracket, sneak attack, it's going to pull up the card with all of the text, all of the abilities, everything. And it is so cool. It is absolutely so cool. And so shout out to him, because it's an incredible tool. I'm super excited to be using it and super excited to have it implemented on the Discord. So if you see him, go ahead and just drop him a note or something and tell him like it's a really cool tool. Play around with it. It has all the rules in there. So if you just like want to look up defend, you can type in defend and it'll bring up the entire rules reference for defend. So really cool stuff. Like I am blown away by how much time and effort that it took to build that tool. And so go ahead and just they're very, very smart. So yeah, just kudos to him. Anyways, where are we at? Okay, so we are here. I'm gonna go ahead and put a Song of Battle. I'm gonna use a Legolas resource to put Song of Battle. So Frodo over here is going insane. He's a Song of Kings, Song of Battle, Steward of Gondor. He's got some got some stuff to say. Frodo will be much better steward than what's his name? You mean the OP character Denethor? Okay, so we may. I have to think about this. He who shall not be named. It's the Voldemort of Lord of the Rings, is Denethor. Okay, so let's go ahead and quest for 2, 4. Yeah, 2, 4. We're flipping up a 3. So we've got 1. And this is Turbulent Waters. It says that while this is the active location, players cannot optionally engage enemies. So we're going to go ahead and travel there and hopefully clear it next turn. So end of the round, we'll draw a card, Unexpected Courage, 1 threat, and then we'll beef up everybody's money. This is Frodo after the events of Return of the King, when he has too much money, he doesn't know what to do with. Denethor's. Yes. Okay. So we will we're gonna go and spend 2 here to put an Unexpected Courage on Aragorn. And I'm debating. Like I don't necessarily need to do it yet. We're at 43. I'm debating using Gandalf to draw some cards. Okay. So let's go. Our quest is going to be 2, 4. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's sneak attack Gandalf in for 8. So our total quest is 8. I'm going to use him to draw 3 cards. There's another sneak attack. Okay, that's good. We got a Vassal of the Wind Lord and another Gandalf. My goodness. Okay. Well, if we just hold out hope, we'll be able to kill him in 3 rounds. If we have 15 resources on the table, then that should be fine. I'm really looking for the sword that was broken, though. That's going to help me quest a lot, although we're not really actually hurting that much for the questing at this moment. Okay, so we're going 8 to 0. We'll flip up. Oh, it's another Threshing Tentacle. Forced. When this is attacked, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If that enemy has a shadow effect or is a tentacle enemy, deal the damage from the attack to 1 character in the attacking player controls. So it like makes you attack your own people, which is really funny. With that card draw, it's like you have 8 core boxes with canned Gandalfs and sneak attacks. Yeah, it's Gandalf is really, really good. So we went 8. -2 is 6. -2, so this gets explored, is 4. And so we'll place 4 right here onto the main. So that's up to 8 out of our 13 that's needed. And Thrashing Tentacle will come down. We are going to... we'll go ahead and defend with Aragorn. So it's going to be 3 plus 0. So 1 damage goes on to Aragorn. Plus 5. Hey, Johnny Dice. Frodo money baggins with all the... Yeah. Frodo's rolling in it. And then we're going to swing with Legolas here. So we discard the top card. It is a tentacle, and so instead we're going to... Oh, Gandalf's back in my hand, sorry. We're going to deal it to the Gondorian Spearman. Unfortunately. That's so brutal. Yeah. It's really cool. It's really thematic, but it's very brutal. Okay, so still have to deal with that. So we'll stand everybody up. We're at 43. I think we still got a little bit of room to go before we use Aragorn's ability. So we'll draw a card. Hey, there's another Gondorian Spearman. And we're actually at 44 with the with the up threat, so we're fine. We're gonna spend 2 off of Legolas to play Gondorian Spearman. We'll spend 1 to play Vassals of the Wind Lord. And okay, so there's gonna be an attack here. I'm just under the assumption that I'm gonna flip up another another enemy. So like I'm gonna need 2 defenders minimum. So Lego or Aragorn can be one of those. We always have Frodo to tank a hit. Did I hear Gondorian Spearman? You sure did. Got the Gondorian Spearman. I love this. This is a great ally. I love that ally. Okay, so we have Vassal of the Wind Lord is he's a 0/3/0/1 health, and it's whenever an attack in which he is part of resolves, discard him from play. So it's just kind of annoying. Just kind of annoying, but that you have to discard him. But I mean, he's a cheap person to get out there and just out there for fun. Okay, so we are. Let me think about this. So we've got 8. So we're progressing in 5. I like don't want to progress right now. Like I don't necessarily think that I'm set up to be able to do that quite yet. But okay, so let's go ahead and just do this. We'll take our quest counter down to 0. I want the Grogu ally for Gondor and for Aslan. Oh wait, no, that's wrong IP. So we're gonna go 2, 4 to 0. All right, yeah, 2 to 4 0. Flip up. Oh, it's a mountain warg. Oh no. Oh no. I hate mountain wargs. I hate them so much. So if it's dealt a shadow card with no effect, return it to the staging area. And there are very few shadow cards in here. In this deck, so that warg just comes in, hits for 4, and leaves. Oh no. So first off, let's go ahead and resolve the quest. So we put 2. We went 4 to 2. What I'm trying to figure out now is, okay, so he's going to come down. What I'm trying to figure out now is what to do about it. And I think what we're going to do is we're probably going to defend here. So I'm probably going to defend the tentacle with Aragorn. So +3, be 6 to 2, 4. That would kill him. So actually, I don't want to do that. There's a shadow effect in there that could kill him. Hydrate. Let's go. So if I go here, I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and spend a resource. I don't really like doing this. Sneak attack Gandalf to kill the mountain warg. Now we'll resolve. So deal shadow card, defending here, so 1 damage. You know what? I think I am putting them in, but I'm thinking I'm going to draw cards. And then defend with Gandalf. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna one here, no shadow effect, and then drawing cards. So 1, 2, 3. Hey, there's a gopher. That's kind of fun. And then 4 to 4 here. No shadow effects, so mountain work going back. Annoying as all heck. And then we're going to swing for 3 here. We'll discard this. It is a tentacle, so we'll deal 3 damage to Gandalf instead of the tentacle, and then he comes back into our hand. I did look thirsty, didn't I? Hey. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, well. Man, I wanted to kill at least one of those. But alas, it was not to be. So we're at 45. And this is kind of like crazy music, isn't it? Let's go something a little bit more chill. And we will draw a card, which is the sword that was broken. Here we go. Okay, sweet. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and spend 3 to play a sword that was broken on Aragorn. So the sword that was broken gives a leadership icon, and if the attached character is Aragorn, every character that I get gets +1 willpower. I think there's a Hail of Stones with that Warwick's name on it. You are, I love that idea. Big fan of that idea. Yeah. Yes. Yes, Josh. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. 100% yes. Okay. So in that case, so we got 4 damage to be dealt. Let's go ahead and okay, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna spend 4 resources here to put Descendant of Thranador into play, dealing 2 damage to the Mountain Ward. So it says when it enters play, deal 2 damage to any one enemy in the staging area. So we'll deal 2 damage there. Oh no, that was my. Oh shoot, nope, that's not what I want to do, because then I'm out of resources. I'm out of resources if I do that. Sneaky. I'm at 45. So we're gonna go ahead and go 2. Or I mean, sorry, 3 to put Beaufort into play. Actually, no. Because of where we're at, we're gonna use his ability if we need to. So deal 4 damage using Hail right there. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So we're gonna spend 1 resource to play Hail of Stones. So exhaust X number of characters to deal X damage to enemies in the staging area. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4 to kill the Warg. Big fan of that. Okay, so now that that's out of there, we still have Aragorn. We still have this Thrashing Tentacle, which is kind of annoying. We're at 45 on our threat. Tentacle. I think I need to. So, okay, so what I'm worried about right now is the Tentacle can attack Frodo, raising me to 48. If he gets a shadow card that gives him at least +1, I lose the game. So I would probably need to defend with Aragorn here, which means I can't quest with Aragorn, which means my threat is going to go up. Living on the edge. Yes. Regardless, this round, we are going to be using or crazy thought, we put Gandalf into play. Defend. I think we draw cards. LOL. Okay, so yeah, let's do this. Let's spend 3, 4, 5. Let's put Mr. Gandalf into play. Straight up. So, oh shoot. Okay, so this is going to start to get tricky because we now need to be very careful on how we're using Gandalfs, because we've already used all 3 sneak attacks and we've got 2 Gandalfs in our hand, and that's how we're going to kill the Watcher. So we need to be very, very careful. We also have a Hemimoth in here, and so if we're able to grab that, we could go through the gate if we kind of get lucky, but don't know if I really want to risk that. So Gandalf coming into play will deal 8 damage. Effectively, Gandalf coming into play will effectively deal 2 damage. But if I can grab him, I just need to be able to optionally engage him. I think that's the that's what we need to make sure we're doing. Okay, I think I'm good with that. I'm going to go ahead and draw 3 cards. 1, 2, Horn of Gondor. Okay. My cat is Hemimoth Riversong. Yeah, so he allows me to look at the top card of the encounter deck. So if I need to, I can look at it, see, and then take the action to go through the door. So if I look at it and see that it's an H, I can go ahead and just toss the horn and go through the door that way and then quest out instead of killing the Watcher. So that's Hemsworth. Is it really Hemsworth? Oh, okay. Did not know that. I watched a video where the guy pronounced it Hemimoth, and I take everything just kind of at face value and don't question anything. It is Hemsworth. Okay, cool. D20 errata. Some call him Chris Hemsworth. Got it. Okay. Okay, so we drew 3 cards. So we're flush with cards now. Okay, so now we're gonna quest. We're gonna quest 4 here. No, we're not. I'm gonna use this to defend here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh shoot. Oh no. My threat is too high. I'm going to spend 1 more resource off of Aragorn instead of Frodo. So, okay, so we should be good. I'm not going to quest. Okay, so we'll flip up. Doomed 5, we lose. Bummer. Oh man. Well, that's a dirty card. That's a very, very dirty card right there. Too close to the edge, but no, I mean, you can't win them all on the first try, so let's go ahead. Let's just run it back. I got to where I wanted to. Any other card, I think we probably would have had the game. So with that knowledge, we're just gonna try it again. It's always fun. Ugh, we're being silly. You are okay. Okay. I kind of gathered that may have been something from D20's stream. So, but I will definitely just call him Hemsworth from now on. So, oh my goodness, it is a cool card. It's definitely like, it's brutal. Still Hemsworth. Very true. Okay, no, that's fine. And that's on me. That's on me. I shouldn't have. I risked it too much. I risked it. That's fine. I'm not mad. You're mad. No, I'm just kidding. We'll get him. We'll hit him this time, though. Alrighty. Okay, so. Oh. Whew. I really like Aragorn. Lord Aragorn. He is so fun. I hope my lasting legacy on this earth has changed the pronunciation of that card to Hemsworth. Okay, and I can aim high, my friend. I can assist in that. Okay. Whew. Any other card. Any other card. That's so funny. That's so funny. Alrighty. Let's go again. Alrighty, so 1A, we're setting everything outside of play. And then when revealed, reveal cards from the encounter deck and until we get 2x the number of players. Let's take our threat down. Let's not start at 45. I think that would be fairly hard. So we're down to 28. Yep, 28. Okay. Let's see what we got. So we've got 1. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for 1 copy of Mountain Warg. Not the finish you had hoped for. So there we go. So we're starting out with 3 threat in the staging area. Let's see what we got. Got 2, 4, 6. Got a Test of Will. That could come in handy. Got Ancient Matin. We got a Feint. Ooh, Feint and Mountain Ward is going to be pretty nice. We got a Hail of Stone, Forest Snare, and a Gondolian Spearman. Oh. This is interesting. This is interesting. So in my hand, I have the ability to kill the ward with Feint in here. And then we can Ancient Matin to go here. And then when this leaves play, then we draw 1 card. Ancient Matin draws 4 cards. But my cards could be anywhere in here. I don't have sneak attacks. I don't have stewards. I don't have Rivendell Minstrels. I don't have Test of Will to You. Yes, this is the card of the day. Yeah. So Trap It in our Discord suggested that we start a card of the day, and so we're doing a card of the day for each one of the different scenarios or games. So we got Marvel Champions, Lord of the Rings, and Arkham Horror. Today's card of the day for Lord of the Rings is a Test of Will. So Forest Snare is in here because it's hilarious because you can just grab the, I think you can grab the, yeah, you can just Forest Snare the Watcher. That makes the game a lot easier. I think we're going to, I have to mull again. I think I need something. I need at least one of those cards. I just can't. If they're all sitting on the bottom of the deck, it's a losing game. So we'll mull again. We'll see what we got. That should not be a thing. Card of the day? Or so we got 2, 4, 6. Hopefully this is a little bit better of a hand. Let's see what we got. Okay. So we got Feint already, so I'm glad that we kept that. Hail of Stones, we got another Feint, a Test of Will, Sword that is Broken, and a Rivendell Minstrel. Perfect. I'm really happy with that. Forest. Oh yeah, Forest Snare is a dumb card. Or like the Watcher should say that it can't have whatever the attack, like it cannot have attachments or something. Whatever It is like the bosses shouldn't be able to be forest snared. Okay, so everyone gets a resource. Much happier with this hand. Glad we mulliganed. Let's go ahead and draw a card. We got an ancient. We got all the cards that we wanted. We got the 2 cards that the 3 cards that I was afraid of mulliganing, and we've also got a Rivendell to go grab a Song of Kings to play the sword that was broken. I'm liking every boss after that says that. I mean, yeah, that's fair. It feels dirty to do it that way, so I try not to, but also I have to win somehow. So, okay, so we are going to go ahead and not do anything. We'll quest with Frodo for 2 against 3. Flip up Doomed 5. There we go. Get that out of the way. So we're up to 33 already. Oops, wrong one. 33, actually 34, because we missed our quest by 1. So we're at 34, but that's fine because we got Aragorn, and we all know how successful that can be. So we're going to go ahead and travel to the Warg Lair, and then the Mountain Warg is going to come engage us. I'm going to spend 1 resource from Legolas to feint the Warg, so he's not going to attack. And then we'll swing back with Aragorn and Legolas to deal 6 damage to kill the Warg. We'll place 2 on the Warg Lair. Cool. So we'll stand up. We will up our threat to 35. We'll pass out money. Draw a card. Hopefully it's a steward. It is. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's the most beautiful thing ever. Oh, geez. Okay, well, that's fun. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and spend 1 from Frodo to play an Ancient Matin on the Warg Lair. We've only got... We only need 1 quest point to get through, and so that feels pretty good. We have a feint as well, and so we might just quest all out just to start clearing some stuff. I may leave Legolas. Actually, I'm probably going to leave Legolas out of it. I think there's only 1 4 threat, so we should be fine. So we'll go 4 to 0. We'll flip up a 2. And this is, while it is in the staging area, after an enemy engages, the player gets +1 attack until the end of the round. We are not a fan of that, and so we're going to get rid of that pretty quickly. Okay, so we went 4, 2. So we have 2 left over, so 1, and then 1 goes here. Ancient Matin triggers. So we get to draw 3 cards. 1, Sword That Was Broken. 2, Hemimoth. Okay. And a Song of Kings. We don't even need to play Rivendell. Oh, man. Whew. Okay, let's go ahead and travel here. Get it out of the staging area, and we'll ready up. Pass out the money. That's supposed to be 1. Raise our threat to 36. I love this card. I love this card. It changes the way you play the game, which is so fun. I love it. Oh, man. Okay. So, we've... Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and spend 1 to put a Song of Kings on Frodo. And we're not going to be able to play Sword That Was Broken yet, but we'll get it out next round. Ideally. We do have a Test of Will, so we can cancel the... Except last game. Yes. Except... Yeah. So we will be able to cancel the Treachery that has me discard 3 resources, but if we flip up it has a shadow. But we have a feint, so we'll be fine. Just don't think it's going to be worth doing that. We actually can put Hemimoth into play. Or, I'm sorry, Hemsworth into play. We put Hemsworth into play. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're going to spend 1 to put Hemsworth into play. Take a look at the top card. It's a Striking Tentacle. Okay, so we know that he's gonna come in swinging at me. We can deal 6 back. So when it attacks, discard the top card. If it's a shadow effect, or if it's another tentacle, it's considered undefended. He might be finding a very good friend soon. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Okay. Now, okay, we're just gonna rush through this game so we can go ahead and jump straight into the unboxing. That's so exciting. Okay, so we're gonna swing back 6 to kill the tentacle. So in order to do that, he's going to attack for 4 onto Frodo. So we will. It's the same if I defend or if I don't. So we'll go ahead and just quest with Mr. Frodo. Yep. Tentacle will come into play. And so 2 to 2, so nothing happens. Oh, not that soon? Oh, no. So I need to play another scenario tonight, is what you're saying? That's not going to happen. I don't have. I am definitely not set up for that. But we are going to be opening the Long Dark here in a second. Finish the cycle tonight. but sleep. I need to sleep. This tentacle is going to engage me. He's going to go ahead and swing. So when he attacks, discard the top card of the encounter deck. I'm not going to defend, so it is considered an undefended attack. Must discard 2 resources from each character he controls. Well, that's exactly what we didn't want. Shoot. Shoot. I should have fainted. I really should have fainted. But I'm saving the feint for later. Okay, well, here we go. We'll just swing back. Oh, wait, he did 4, so we're going to raise our threat by 4. And we'll swing back, killing this, placing 2 onto the mountain. Oh, no. That sets me back so many turns. That's frustrating. That was poor play. Hey, everybody. Sorry I'm late. How are we doing? Hey, Jared. We lost the first game. We're playing again. And I just made what we would call a blunder. Anyways. I just lost 6 resources. Actually, I just lost 6 resources. Ugh, that hurts. That hurts so much. Don't reveal sleep. Don't reveal sleeping sentry, and you can finish the cycle. Yeah. 8-hour stream. Ooh, I'm gonna set that up. We'll see. I don't want to say too much right now, but yeah, we got plans. Okay, so I can't believe that. That's so frustrating. So we'll pass out the little pittance of the money again. We'll raise our threat and we'll draw a card. It's a Vassal of the Wind Lord. Oh my goodness. So 2 turns from now is when we'll be back. Hey, how's it going? Okay, so okay, well, let's see what's coming up. So we've got a Grasping Tentacle, 12. He's gonna be hitting me for 3. Did I ever do a shadow card? Yeah, oh yeah, that was the shadow card that just completely, I've already blocked it from my mind. So the tentacle is going to come in, and then this is the one that attached characters fight and defense are reduced to 0 if we discard another tentacle. And so what we're going to be doing is use Vassal to kill it. So we're going to spend 1 to put Vassal into play, and we'll just use Vassal to, well, we'll attack with both Legolas and Vassal, so we can activate Legolas's ability to put some progress tokens out there. And we're at 41. So we can defend with Frodo. We should be fine. Okay. So we'll go ahead and quest 2 with Aragorn. This is going to come out. 2 to 2 is 0, or nothing happens. The tentacle is going to come down and engage me. He's going to attack with 3. I'll defend 2 with Frodo. 3. This attack is undefended. It is not. So we're going to raise our threat just by 1 instead of dealing the damage. Actually, no, we're gonna raise our threat by 1. So we're up to 42. We'll swing back with Vassal and Legolas, discarding the top card. It is not a tentacle or shadow effect, so we don't trigger that, but we will kill the tentacle. When we do that, we get to place 2. So this goes up to 2, and this gets resolved. Stand up. 1 more turn. Oh, jeez. Draw a card. We're up to 43. Hey, there's Snowborn. Okay. Let's see what. Yeah, it was a practice game. Yes, I like that. It was a practice game. Okay, so. Okay, so we're gonna exhaust Hemimoth or Hemsworth. That's another tentacle. Goodness gracious. Okay, so this is 4. My threat is at there. Okay, so and this gets discarded. Sorry, because it's after an attack in which he it is a part of resolves. We have to discard him from play. So comes in, deals the 3 damage. Really, he's a buffer so that we don't lose Legolas. Vaseline hats are definitely restricted. That can't be Tom. Vassal. Yeah. Okay, so we got 2. We need to swing back, so we'll swing back here. We won't lose, but we may need to defend. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're not going to quest. This is going to come out. This is going to be up 2. So we're up to 45. It's going to engage me. I will defend with Frodo. It's going to attack for 4 plus 0. And so raise my threat by 2. We're up to 47. And then we'll swing back to kill the striking tentacle, placing 2 on the main. During the refresh action, I'm going to go ahead and take Aragorn's ability and go ahead and reset back down to 28. So that's a once per round or once per game ability. His hats are legendary restricted items for sure. 100%. Yes. He is also very tall. I saw him at Gen Con. We talked to Gen Con, and he's a very tall person. So 28. So we're up to 28. This is sounding familiar. Yeah, we are not risking that again. So we'll stand up. We're down to 28, and we are placing out 1, 2, 3, drawing a card. And I think the refresh action I take at the end. I can take a refresh action after I raise my threat. So we're starting back at 28, which can be very bad. If you go to 49, you can lose. I don't know if there's an action window before you raise your threat, so be very careful. Alrighty, so we're gonna go 3 off of Mr. Frodo to put the sword that was broken onto Aragorn. Then we're gonna spend 2 off of Aragorn to put Steward of Gondor onto Aragorn. Okay. And yeah, we'll go ahead and see what's coming up. Got another tentacle. My goodness. Okay, so when it's attacked, discard the top card of the attack. If it's a shadow, deal damage from the attack to 1 character. So I have to kill off 1 character if that comes into play. Okay. Threat raises the first thing that happens. Yep. So be careful. Okay, so that is coming in. I don't want to throw Snowborn out there yet. could go get Song of Battle, I guess, to put it on Aragorn with the Rivendell Minstrel. Or we can kill it. We can kill it with Hail of Stones. I think we may go ahead and just do that. So we're going to spend 3 from Aragorn to put a Rivendell Minstrel into play. We're going to go grab our Song of Battle. So now Aragorn is going to have all of the symbols. So he has a leadership, he has a lore, and he's going to have a tactics. If we get Celebrian Stone, he'll have all 4, which will just be kind of fun. Achievement unlocked. Okay. So we'll quest with 3 here. It's 3 because of the sword that was broken. So the sword that was broken gives me +1 to everyone. So questing for 3, this comes into play, which means that we're going to place 1 here on to the west door. And then we're going to spend 1 resource to Hail of Stones to exhaust all of these characters to kill this in the staging area. Yeah. Cool. Okay, big fan of that. We'll stand everybody up. And now we've got with Sword That Was Broken, she's questing for 3 each round now. So Sword That Was Broken is a very, very good card, especially when you're running just a high ally deck. So we'll raise our threat. We will draw a card, which is Sneak Attack. We need a Gandalf. We need a Gandalf. That's really the one thing that, if we can start drawing some Gandalfs, we'd be in a good spot. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and take a look at what's coming up. Okay, so it's a wrapped, so we're gonna need a hero unexhausted. So that'll just be Legolas. So we're gonna go for 3, 6, 9. That's 5. I don't want to move on yet. I'm not set up to move on yet. So we're gonna go 6. We currently have 5. Okay, so that puts us at 11. Okay, so this is going to come out. We're gonna resolve. So we quested for 6. There's 0 now. I'm gonna attach this to Frodo. 2, 4, 6. And then combat action, we'll discard this. Legolas. Okay, we'll stand up. And this is like one of those times where you're just kind of like holding out hope. Well played. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is like Himmelmoth in this scenario is a godsend, because we can pretty much stall on this first quest as long as we want, until we can get our Gandalf. So there's a 4 snare, which actually that changes some stuff too. I can't get past the 7 defensive watcher, but I can grab them and hold them. Feels dirty. Okay, so end of the round, we'll give everyone money. We have a forest snare. I mean, if I push forward right now, I can feint and then forest snare the watcher. And then we can play the waiting game again. We'll hold on to that. I need card draw. So let's go ahead and see what's coming up. Himmelmoth. So Turbulent Waters. So while it's the active location, we cannot optionally engage enemies. So we'll clear that. We'll clear that. So I'm only at 30 threat. That's the other thing. So I do have a little bit of time. So let's just see what pops up. Okay, so we're gonna quest for 3. Come in, nothing happens. We'll move this here. Combat phase, resolution phase. We'll stand everybody up, raise my threat, draw a card. There's another Rivendell Minstrel. Pass out money. Is there, I don't know if I actually want to know this, but is there ever a card that's just discard all the resources on your on a hero? Because I know in this deck there's discard 3 or discard 2 as a shadow, but okay, so let's see what's coming. We've got a 1, and then after you travel here, you place 2 on the active location. Okay, so can someone explain this to me? I don't actually quite get this card. So after you travel to Makeshift Passage, place 2 progress tokens on the current quest card, bypassing any active location. How could you travel to Makeshift Passage if there is an active location? That's what I don't quite understand about the wording of that card. So a card, there's a whole quest that does that. Oh, good. Gross. So let's go ahead and we'll quest for 3. This will come in. 1, 2 clears this, and then we're not going to travel quite yet. I guess we could win by questing out, but I want to try and kill him. I want to try and kill the beast. So, but we're not going to be. We cannot kill. We can't kill him until we get Gandalf's. We just don't have the firepower. Because this is 3, 6, 7. 7 is the. I think there can be 2 actives in the next stage. Am I remembering that right? I don't think so. Progress tokens that would be placed on Doors of Durin are placed on the current quest card. And when this comes in, it becomes the active location. Yeah, this says, when revealed, add the Watcher to the staging area. Doors of Durin becomes the active location, moving any previous active location to the staging area. And shuffle all the tentacle cards back in. So, I don't know. We'll go ahead and spend. Wait, no, we're not there yet. Stand up, increase threat. We're up to 32. Draw a card. Vassal of the Windlord. We're hanging out here too long, y'all. We'll give some money. We have so much money. This is crazy. Can you read the other location again? Yeah. So it says Makeshift Passage. Forced. After you travel to Makeshift Passage, place 2 progress tokens on the current quest card, bypassing any active location. Like, unless I'm not understanding the quest or like traveling correctly, but I'm pretty sure you travel from a location in the staging area to the active location. Like, that's the active traveling. And so I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and spend 1 here to play Song of Battle onto Aragorn, where he will go ahead and spend 1 to play Vassal of the Windlord. we'll spend 3 here to put Rivendell Minstrel into play, which will grab Celebrian Stone was coming up. Our Gandalfs are nowhere to be found. They're they're all stuck there together. That's kind of funny. What are we grabbing? We're grabbing Song of Kings. Hopefully this gets those Gandalfs back. Maybe we may have some fun here. Okay. I guess there's just 2 free progress tokens on the quest, and the rest of the text is clarifying it doesn't go on its. Oh, got it. Okay. That could have been worded better, but yeah, no, I think that is correct because it would typically be put on itself. Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Okay, so Himima, actually, before we do that, let's see if there's anything else we want to put into play. Put Snowborn into play. Why not? We'll go ahead and spend 1 to put Snowborn Scout into play. We'll put 1 there. Okay, and Himmomoth or Hensworth is going to take a look. It's a Thrashing Tentacle. So this is when he's attacked, discard the top card and deal the damage to a enemy. Okay, so we will we'll quest for 3 here. This will come into play. 3 to 3. This will engage. Snowborn will defend here. Yeah, Snowborn will defend. So we've got 3 plus 1. So Snowborn doesn't quite make it, and we'll swing back with Aragorn. Math. I actually think let's go for it. Okay, so we'll swing with Legolas. It's gonna kill. No, not quite yet. Let's swing with Aragorn. 3 here. So discard the top if it's a shadow effect or a tentacle. It is a tentacle enemy. This is a tentacle treachery. So we'll kill this. We have to shuffle all those tentacles back in. But okay, so now here we go. Okay, so we will draw a card. Unexpected Courage. I like seeing that. I'm going to put all of these out. And Hemsworth is going to take discard 3 resources from each character he controls. Which, like, honestly, like, I could cancel that, but there are way worse things right now. I have so many resources. Let's go ahead and just spend some. So here's 2 to put an Unexpected Courage on Aragorn. Then I guess we'll spend 1 to put Song of Kings onto Legolas. And okay, so we've got 1 here, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and quest for 3. So this comes out. We're going to discard 3 resources from each hero. Oh no, Aragorn only has 8 resources now. Okay. So 1, 2 goes on. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 13. We're moving on. Just like that. We're gonna scooch up just a little bit because my allies are getting crazy. Alrighty, so let's move on. So we've got the sleeping lake. The others swing around and saw the waters of the wake seething as if a host of snakes were swimming up from it from the southern end, the Fellowship of the Ring. The Durs of Durn are blocked by an ancient spell. You must figure out a way into the mines before this seething bog and its watcher consumes us you all. When revealed, add the watcher to the staging area. Doors of Durn becomes the active location, moving any previous active location to the staging area. Shuffle all tentacle cards in the encounter discard pile back into the quest deck. So we've got Watcher and Doors of Durn. Just like that. And we have to go get all of the tentacle cards, which is pretty much this entire discard pile, and throw them back in there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cards are going back in. Is there speak friend and enter? Does friend start with a B? Does I think it starts with an M. Okay, can someone help remind me, is there a quest or is there an action phase before engagement checks in the combat phase? Like combat phase, is there a player action phase right then, or do we automatically do optional engagements? Melon. Wait, I think that's pronounced right. Better luck. So, and really what I'm looking at is, am I going to be able to trigger? I think so. Let me check. Okay, cool. Because I can throw Descendant of Thronador in to deal 2 damage to the Watcher before I engage it. Ooh. So what we're going to try and do is we're going to try and open the doors and kill the Watcher. Also, my wife is not here, and so my cat really wants to be in here with me. All right, so we got 3, 6, 7, 10. So after travel, you do actions. And travel is the final thing after resolution. Yeah, travel is after resolution, or else that just wouldn't make any sense. Okay, so yeah, we'll go ahead and spend. We'll spend, I guess, 1 off Legolas. It doesn't mean there's no reason to not do Legolas. To sneak attack Descendant of Thronador to deal 2 damage to the Watcher. Now we're going to make optional engagement checks, so we cannot engage it if there are other tentacles in play, but there are none, so we're going to go ahead and optionally engage the Watcher. So this was during the quest phase, so we do have to bring this back, but I do like the 2 damage there. We're going to spend 1 resource off of Aragorn to go ahead and feint the Watcher, so he's not going to make an attack this turn. Watermelon. So you can travel, do whatever, and then action, then the optional checks. Cool. Stupid computer. Start working again. There we go. Okay. So he's not, so that goes to waste. And we will we'll swing back with 3, 6, 9, 10. So 3 more damage onto the Watcher. So he's up to 5, but he heals 2 every time. So it's kind of, you just need Gandalf to kill him. Okay, so the end of the round, we're gonna increase threat up to 34. Draw a card. There's a Gandalf, and I just used my sneak attack. That's fine. Actually, no, this is fine because we'll kill him with Gandalf once we. No, we won't because he has to like he heals. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and regenerate 2 there. We're up to 34, and yeah, pass out resources. Okay, so now I'm trying to. This guy gets discarded. I'm trying to figure out if I can not play Forest Snare here. So Gandalf's going to come in. He's going to deal 4. I don't need to play Forest Snare. Rivendell Minstrel can block. So we can do it without actually playing Forest Snare. So let me just make sure my math is correct. Let's just go ahead and take a look at this top card. So it's a Striking Tentacle, which will be annoying. Not the end of the world. We can just raise our threat with Frodo. Okay, so Gandalf's going to come in. He's going to deal 4. Then that will be up to 7. Then he's going to attack, kill. I guess we can kill both of these. Yeah. Now we'll attack, kill, death here, or threat here. So then we'll swing back with 3, 6. 10, which will be 3 more, which will kill. Okay, I'm good with that. And then we can put Descendant of Thronador into play. I don't think it's worth it. It may be. Okay, so let's go ahead and just do here. I'm gonna hold on to this. Just Spirit is the only resource we don't have access to with Aragorn right now. So I'm gonna do that. So we're gonna put Gandalf into play. We'll deal 4 damage to the Watcher. Actually, you know what? Heck, we're going to action. We're going to discard Sword that was broken, discarding the top card. So we've got Striking Tentacle out. So we've already got 3 in our victory display. So if we quest like mad right now, we could win. But I want to kill the Watcher, and then we'll quest like mad after that. Okay, so we'll quest here for 3. Okay, yep, quest there for 3. We'll flip this up. It is a when revealed, discard the top card of the encounter deck. If the discarded card is a tentacle enemy, add that card to the staging area. I'm going to go ahead and test a will that, so we're just not going to do that. Okay, so we quested for 3. That's 4. So we're going to go up to 35, and we'll go ahead and travel to Makeshift Passage, which will put 2 progress tokens onto the active or the main quest. No, that's insane. There's no way I'm doing that. We're not traveling. Okay, so now we are going to have an attack here. So we'll defend. So it's going to be no shadow effect. Rivendell Minstrel does not survive. We'll swing for 4. I forgot I had Unexpected Courage on Aragorn. Probably should have used that. So 4, 7, 10, 11. So dealing 4 damage here, which kills the Watcher. So 6 points in the victory pile. Since Legolas did it, we're placing 2 progress tokens here. And then Gandalf does and goes and does Gandalf things. So we'll stand up and draw a card. Hey, there's the Celebrian Stone. Perfect. Might as well, right? Go 1, 2, 3. We'll spend 2 to put Celebrian Stone. So Aragorn now is all 4 all 4 spheres. Hemamoth will go ahead and take a look. It's a 2. So there's going to be 6 in the staging area. So let's go ahead and do 3, 6, 8, 11. Just for fun. Putting in Descendant of Thronador for 2 more. So 13 quest. This comes in. We've got 2, 5, 6. We place 7 onto the main scheme. It moves on at 5. So we are good. So boom. We did it. Actually, I just read this. It does say at least, but for some reason, when I just like glanced at it real quick, I was like, does that say if they have 3 victory points? Like, you have to have exactly, but no, you're not. It's not that. So yeah, so that was Watching the Water. This was a really fun quest. I had a lot of fun with that. Thank you, GG. But yeah, so a lot of fun. Really, really cool quest. I love Aragorn. Like, he is definitely one of my favorite heroes that I've seen so far. So I'm playing through progression style, so I'm opening packs as we go. Aragorn, really, really, really good, because you can just play so fast and loose with the first half of the game, and then coming back, you're just fine. So, I see the emote. I added some of them are still under review, so I have to make sure that they're okay. But I added our Thanos point from the Discord. I added a couple other ones, but they're still under review. So hopefully we'll get some fun emotes here soon. Alrighty. So I think if I was to do anything different with this deck, looking through it, I may take out the Forest Snares and throw in. I was deck building like crazy today, so throw in not Lore. What is it? Lorien's Wealth, just to get access to that card draw, and like throw in a couple of those. So that may increase kind of just the consistency of this deck. It costs 3, which is expensive, but as you kind of saw, Aragorn just has so much resources towards the end of the game. If you can get past the initial rush, then you're going to be doing pretty good. Excellent. Okay, well, thank you for watching The Watcher in the Water.